This is the U.S. Bank Cougar Coaches Show on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
This one is swung on and crushed. Back to the scoreboard. It is long gone.
U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank. Member FDIC. Tonight's show is also brought to you by Zappos, the home for the Cougar Coaches Show, where the Palouse comes to play and eat.
Pitch swung on and missed. Throw to third is in time. It's an inning-ending strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Now let's talk Cougar baseball with Cougar head coach Brian Green. Here's the voice of the Cougs, Matt Chazanow.
It is that time of the week, and it's great to be with you live here at Zappos. We're with the skipper as we get set for, amazingly, the final regular season set of games against Stanford. Incredible. We're already at that point of the year here, Skip, and these packed standings are locked up. This is as long as the league has been. This is super, super deep because you've got a double-digit win squad, Cal, that you guys just beat 2 out of 3 times in Berkeley in the 10 spot right now. They're 10-17 in the pack. Congratulations on a series win on the road against the Golden Bears.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, when you look at it, you've got UCLA above us, got them twice. Arizona, we got them twice. Yep. And we got Cal, we got them twice. Yep. And all of us are double digits fighting for that last spot or two. The league is really long. It's the best Pac-12 league that we've had since, obviously, I've been in the league. But even looking back, just in terms of the length of the league at UCLA, from that was a decade ago, but it is a really long league. It's a good league this year. So should be a 6, maybe a 7-team league for the NC2A regionals. But for us, it's about this weekend at Stanford. Let's get 1 or 2. Let's lock the tournament in. Let's go make a run.
I've often thought that in football especially, but basketball as well, baseball, this is the absolute most typical year of this, which I'm about to say is that sometimes front-runner leagues get celebrated because the tippy-top teams have these incredible records because the bottoms of leagues can be really soft. This is the antithesis of that. Stanford's 20-7, and they're great, and they're coming in here in the Bailey Brayton Field as the top team in the league right now. And after that, it is just a muddy mess. Huskies are 16-10. The Beavers are 18-12. You got 2 or 3 at Corvallis.
Yeah.
USC 16, and then 14, 11, 10, 10, 10. I mean, it's just all swished together.
Yeah, and if you even look at the standings with Arizona State, we had a 2-run lead in the 9th on the road there. Oregon, we had a 6 or 7 early on. And so. It's a real league. We won't talk about the Huskies, but they're doing really well. Stanford's the best team in the league offensively by far. They may have the best offensive team in the country.
Yep.
So they're going to come into town, but you got the Huskies, Oregon State. We beat them 2 out of 3. That was a big deal for us. SC has turned it around with Coach Stank. A-State's turned it around. Ducks, Bruins. It's a real league. So we're in the thick of it right now, and that's where we want to be. But we want to continue to ascend and get better.
Let's go back to Berkeley here. You
took
a great
2 weekend.
3. Yeah, you won 9-5 on Friday. Slugfest didn't go your way on Saturday, and then on Sunday, we need to talk about the start from Shane Spencer. A 7-1 win on a Sunday. Spencer goes into the back third of the ball game. Was fantastic.
I don't even know what to say. Shane Spencer was a massive recruit for us, for the fans, because you haven't seen him a lot this year. But Spence was a guy at Central Arizona who won the national championship at the junior college level, who was as dominant of a junior college pitcher in the country. And he was a late recruit for us, but he's a skinny guy. So he's not that prototypical starter, but that was a recruiting war. There were a couple other teams in the pack, certainly some Big West, a lot of West Coast teams. But in recruiting Spence, there were a lot of teams that wanted him. That was a very late recruit for us. But, we anticipated Spence doing kind of what he did 2 days ago in Cal, earlier than he has. But, that's how recruiting goes. But for the fans, and I mentioned this after the game, but we're going TBA on Sunday. We're 1-1. We had a great win with Hawk, as we've really essentially done for the last month. Saturday doesn't go our way. And the next thing you know, we're going to TBA. It's what are we doing? So for the fans, the coaches are in the hotel room. We're talking about who's going to start. We get a text. Now, we had just decided we're going to go Shane Spencer. We get a text, Coach Claggett does, and the text is from Shane Spencer, says, I want the ball.
He said that?
He said that. He texted him, and Clags didn't allow him to get – Clags didn't give him the win. Clags said, well, we already chose you, but you'll get the ball anyway. He didn't give it to him. But anyways, this is a cool story for the fans because this is that internal stuff that just people, it's neat.
Yeah.
And I go down there and I get my swim in the jacuzzi and exercise in, and the coaches are doing that. And Shane Spencer is down in the lobby at like 7, and we're not leaving till 10. It's a 1 o'clock start. He's in his uniform at 7 a.m.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. Now I saw that and I was worried.
Ready's a little too much, maybe.
He can be amped up, too amped up.
Yeah.
Here comes the 4-pitch walk to start the game.
Right.
He's amped up, and no. Here's 7 innings of just what he can do. So that was really cool. It's a great message to our team that if you just, if you're talented, you keep working and you get your opportunity, maybe it pops for you.
Right.
But he's obviously going to be in the rotation again this weekend. But that was pretty neat.
7 innings.
He showed up.
5 hits, 1 run. 6 Ks, 1 walk.
Cal's scary. Cal can hit, and their offensive numbers and their park is very offensive on the right and left field lines. The gaps are huge, but they swing for a home run, and they swing for it the entire bat. And if you leave it in the middle, they're going to pound you. And we left it in the middle on Saturday, and on Friday and Sunday we didn't. But talk about a guy who we really needed to show up. Somebody, whoever it was going to be. That was pretty cool.
90 pitches, 7 innings, 6 Ks. That's really efficient.
It was pretty neat.
Also, yeah,
and the change and the slider and the split. He had it all going. And neat story. In fact, he was handing out Hershey's Kisses in like the 4th inning, and you're just who cares? Just let him roll with it. He's pitching well. Keep going.
Right. Give him more. Right.
Yeah.
You need a full bag?
Whatever you need.
What are we doing here? Yeah. Caden Calber pitched twice this weekend.
Yeah.
Friday and Sunday.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
But we've asked him to be in so many roles, and just so proud of Caden, his maturity, his development within the program. He's a great teammate. He keeps it loose, and he's fun. But he's had multiple roles this year. And as we progressed into the last month here, just asking him, hey, Cades, we're going to need you in a variety of roles. And he just, whatever the team needs, Coach, I'm here for you. But, yeah, he gets a save on Friday, essentially gets a save on Sunday.
Right.
It's not in the books, but, he closed the game off. And he's been a stud for us, and really, really, really happy for him. And you'll see him in the this weekend. We're going to need him 2 or 3 times. Stanford's got a tremendous offense, and we're going to have to show up.
Dakota Hawkins on Fridays. 6 innings in Berkeley, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 94 pitches. It's so consistent. It's every Friday. Sometimes it's absolutely spectacular. His start 3 Fridays ago was incredible, right? And now, the last 2 Fridays ago, I think it was incredible. Every single time he's out there, he's now 5-3 on the year. You're competing. You've got a chance to beat anybody in the country, Stanford included.
Stanford included, yeah. Dakota Hawkins is, he's going to be in the running for all Pac-12 pitching. And, we're talking about the Pac-12. We're talking about real arms across the country.
Right.
And, here's a guy from Chehalis, and he's a manager, at McDonald's in the offseason. I had to say it.
I love the Dakota
But the
Hawkins
fans
story.
don't know that. This guy is one of the best teammates and one of the best Cougs that I've ever coached. He is so committed, totally in about being a Coug. Totally in about being a great competitor. So to see him have the success that he's had, because he was a late recruit for us from Lower Columbia College, and he wasn't a massive recruit, and he's turned himself into one of the best starters in the Pac-12. Kudos to him, kudos to Coach Claggett. But what a great story, and it's all about really what I think people think about Washington State: just be competitive and be tough and go out there and give it everything you have. And that's what Hawkins does. So, we don't – what he do? His performance just doesn't matter to us because we know he's going to walk out on the mound and the guy's going to give us everything he has. And that's all as a coach you can ever ask. Just be tough. Just be competitive. Stay with the process. So we were all really rooting for Hawk to get out into pro ball and to do that thing. But he's going to be a success in life. He's going to crush it whatever he does.
There's something special about a guy, specifically in baseball and in pitching. He doesn't throw at 99.
No.
Right? He doesn't have the best breaking ball in the pack. He doesn't have Trevor Hoffman's changeup, right? But
he's got 4 pitches.
And there's something about the way he does it where it's better than guys who have better stuff than him.
Yeah, no, he's got 4, and he'll throw you. You don't know when it's coming, and you don't know what's coming, but at some point you're going to get one of the 4, and he's doing it with a lot of heart. But not to say he's a gritty gutty. I mean, it'll get it up to 94, 95. So it's a real fastball. But
I don't think I realized he was touching 95.
Yeah, no, but and he's typically pitching 92, 93.
Yeah.
As you know, but again, there's enough curveball.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fastball. But
Yeah.
In today's world, I guess you call him a mixer. But anyways, all he does is punch dudes out and compete. So. Neat story, but yeah, he's put a string together of Friday night starts that have been as competitive as I've seen on a Friday night in a very long time.
Seems unafraid of contact too. Some guys get a little scared.
No. He gets it. He understands 2-0 change for a pop up or a rollover. That's pitching, and he gets pitching. So really proud of Hawk. Love coaching him, and he makes us all look pretty smart at times.
12 Ks against UW, 6 2/3, 121 pitches. I mean, he'll never forget that.
Yeah, that was sweet.
For the rest of his life.
Yeah, it's Apple Cup, and he was a Washington kid, and he went out and just rolled it.
It's great. I
Cool.
love the whole story. I love all that is. Let's do this. We'll take a break. Come back. We're live here at Zeppo's. We're talking ball with the skipper, Brian Green. We've got Stanford coming into town. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a little different. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Back here live at Zeppo's next.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
Boost Collaborative is a proud sponsor of Cougar Baseball and is a proud supporter of people with disabilities on the Palouse. For over 50 years, Boost Collaborative has been here to help families and their toddlers meet developmental milestones. For youth and adults, Boost provides job placement, on-the-job training, and follow-along supports. Now you can play a part in Boost's success through your donations and purchases at Palouse Treasures Thrift Store in Pullman. Boost Collaborative, empowering people with disabilities on the Palouse. Go Cougs!
This is Cougar Baseball on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
This is Cougar Baseball.
Fastball strike 3. A 3-pitch K for Hawkins. Back to the scoreboard. It is long gone. McKeon gives it a ride.
Join us all conference season as Brian Green and the Cougs look to make more noise in the Pac-12.
Backhand stab by Russell. Sidearm to second for one. The turn to first. Double play.
Follow along all spring on your home for Cougar Baseball, the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Back at it live here at Zeppo's. We're talking ball with the skipper, Brian Green, BG, and the Cougs taking on the Stanford Cardinal, 34-14 on the year. Depending on your poll, they're ranked 5th in America. They are 20-7 in the pack. It will not be easy this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I couldn't help but notice, Skip, when you walked in, if you were here in attendance, you might have been the recipient of something from you. You brought in a box of
I did.
Of what? What was going on there?
Well, we've got signed team baseballs,
Love
and we've got some Giza towels, and we've got some. We maybe have some things that you would pour. I guess you call it a beer.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And maybe some coffee mugs. No, but it's cool. Every year every week we walk in, and the same fans are here.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just thought let's do something cool. So yeah. So if you're walking around, you see the baseballs. But thanks, guys. This has been a great year. You guys are awesome. It means. When we walk in here and it's filled and you're clapping, that's a pretty cool thing.
It's
so
awesome.
that's a neat thing about Pullman.
That's
so
awesome.
Thank you.
Really,
that's
really,
very
really
cool.
fun. That's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Stanford, really good. Offense is fantastic.
Yeah, let's talk about golf.
You want to
I don't want to talk about Stanford.
Well, you and I need to play some, that's for sure.
No,
we're not quite there yet in our lives in the year, but I look forward to it.
No, it's an awesome opportunity. They've already wrapped up the league. They're probably the best offensive team in the country they are, what is it, 95 homers or whatever it is, but it's one of the best offenses in the country. They've got one of the best arms in the country in Matthews. He'll go on Friday. They'll TBA Thursday. We need one, maybe two. We just like anything else, win a series. But no, it's awesome. The last time we played Stanford here, it was we lost 2 out of 3, but it was a tight game. They beat us. We had a lead in the 9th. I think that was kind of like the Troy coming out party. He hit a homer, and but TP took a walk off or an HBP to win it on a walk off on a Sunday. But no, they're real. They're the conference champs of the regular season. They're an Omaha potential, and what a great way to end our home series. And get into the tournament. I mean, what a great challenge for us, and our guys will be ready, and we're excited about it.
6 double-digit home run hitters on their roster. Matthews, 113 Ks, leads the league. 9 decisions in 13 starts. He has 6 wins and a 3.08 ERA. So you've got your lead Friday guy. I mean, it's kind of a prototypical.
No, it's an SEC. Yeah. They've got real power. They've got a real Friday guy who will go in game 2 with Matthews.
Right.
It's left-handed on both sides with the change and a breaking ball, and he's tough and he's a workhorse. And hey, let's go. They're in Pullman. It's Stanford. Let's go, Cougs. Game on.
Regardless of what happens, you have locked up your 4th straight winning season. You're 29-20 on the year. You have 3 games left. Congratulations on that for starters.
Yeah, thanks.
Wins are up, right? A chance to get to 30 here for you, up from year 1, year 2. There was COVID in there, so there's that. But you've got 4 straight winning years, and a chance. Let's say not 1 or 2. Let's say 3. Let's say you sweep Stanford, right? You'd be 13-16 in the pack, which would throw you, who knows where in the league, but maybe above UCLA, right? Maybe above Arizona. You're above Arizona right now. In a lot of ways, it's not everything you wanted this year, and there's meat on the bone, but there also are things to celebrate as of right now.
Yeah, it's funny. I think if you asked us 4 years ago, hey, would you be happy with 4 straight winning seasons and and be in regional or tournament contention every year? And I think we'd be happy with that. But, as you progress and as we progress and get better and better and better, expectations go that way and good.
Right, that's good.
And match that, in terms of support and financial support and NIL and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I love this team. 29 wins, chance to be a 30-win season. I don't know when the last time that's happened, but I'm sure it's been a long time. Yeah. But I love this team. This team, for the fans, they care. I have to really temper myself. I fold my arms a lot in the dugout on purpose. They care, and they care a lot. We can jack them up like crazy, and they can care too much. Mm-hmm. But
they get tight. Is that what happens?
Or just try too hard.
Yeah.
But this is we're going after a 30-win season. That's a big deal in Pullman for us, but bottom line is let's get to the tournament. Let's get to the Pac-12 tournament. We've got Hawkins, maybe Spencer. We caught fire. Can Grant re-catch who Grant has been? We've got a good enough offense. It's pretty dynamic. We can do some things, and can we get to the tournament and make some noise? But at the end of the day, it is about micro-thinking right now, and for us, it's about this weekend. So for the fans, come out. Let's sell it out. We have warm weather. I know it's been beautiful all spring here in Pullman. It's been warm.
Yeah.
But that's sarcasm.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, let's jam this thing. I'll be out there. I'll park the RV tomorrow night, and let's fill it because it means so much to our players. And our kids do not recognize when it's 38 degrees and there's 1,500 fans from Pullman. Our kids get it. So anyways, it's 80 or 90 this weekend. Let's just go 3,000 and just jam it and drink a whole bunch of beer and yell at Stanford and let's win some baseball games.
Well, there's some glasses in here that can help the cause.
I think we supported that. I'd like to think that, yeah.
I saw it myself. Hey, Washington State University would like to thank Crimson and Gray for their continued support of Coug Athletics. Head to bookstore.com to get the latest in Coug apparel. That's BKSTR.com. Cougs and Cardinal coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to take a little bit of time to highlight some of the other names that maybe fans aren't as familiar with who help you get it done in the dugout. We'll do that next live here at Zeppo's coming up.
Go Cougs.
Carbon monoxide detectors save lives because if kerosene, propane, natural gas, or wood isn't burned properly, dangerous carbon monoxide may result, and it can build up indoors without you knowing, as it's invisible and odorless. So protect yourself by installing UHL-approved carbon monoxide detectors. If carbon monoxide is present, the detector will alert everyone to get out of the house, where you can safely call 911 for help. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Nothing fits your morning routine like your favorite breakfast. From a sausage McMuffin to a sausage burrito to those crisp, flaky, fluffy hash browns. Mix and match them every day with buy one, get one for $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is Derek Jones, and you're listening to Cougar Baseball on the Washington State Sports Network.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Your one stop for all college sports is the Varsity app and the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com. Keep up with your favorite teams and the rest of college sports, no matter where you are, with thevarsitynetwork.com. Live and on-demand broadcasts, your favorite college-centric podcasts, with stories and video around college sports and your favorite teams. Be sure to download the Varsity app and check out the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com.
Back here live at Zeppo's talking ball with the skipper, Brian Green, as we get set for the Cougs and the Cardinal as Washington State comes in 29 wins on the year, 1 win away from that 30-win landmark, and a Pac-12 tourney berth on the line here for this Thursday, Friday, Saturday set. And some of the guys that help you get there are the pitching coach, assistant coach Anthony Claggett. You've got recruiting coordinator and assistant coach Jake Valentine. Your first base coach is David Bellamy, and then Michael Newstrom is on the staff as well. Bryson Campbell is your director of ops. So let's roll through these guys, and I want to talk about
Awesome.
I want to talk about Anthony Claggett. Everybody sees him make the mound visits, and folks know Anthony Claggett. He played for the Yankees a little bit, right? Big leaguer.
Yeah, Claggett has got a World Series ring. He'll bust that out to the team every now and then. Yeah, no, but he's got a World Series ring and pitched for the Pirates as well. But a converted shortstop in college who couldn't hit.
Tall shortstop.
And if you see him hit a fungo, you get it. And it's like, yeah, he needs a pitch. And he turned himself into a guy. And next thing you know, he's in the big leagues with the Yankees and was initially with the Tigers. But anyways, Clark's been with us since 18. His first year at New Mexico State, we won the championship, the first ever WAC tournament championship. Set the school record for strikeouts. Had the WAC conference pitcher of the year. And then, over the weekend at Cal, we set the all-time record for strikeouts again. So Anthony is actually, Coach Claggett has actually been the pitching coach at 2 different universities that have set the all-time strikeout record for the history of the school. So we're closing in on 500 strikeouts, but I think 473 was the record, and it happened at Cal. So, Clags and I are great friends, and with Ashley and their newborn now, Maddox, but 2 championships together, and he came up here, and he's our pitching coach, and really proud of him and how hard he works and how committed he is, and there's been a lot of great development stories like the Zay Mills in the 4th, or the AJ Blocks, or even this year Hawkins.
So you go to New Mexico State. I want to go back because there's a pattern here, right? If you're going to be the strikeout record holder at 2 different schools as the pitching coach, that's not by chance. There's a method.
There's something going on there.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Is it mentality? Is it the part of it just ability? Is it because everybody wants strikeouts, right? What is he doing? How does he do what he does? What is his secret sauce?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is pitch calling and just how we scheme hitters and things like that. But he has had a real track record of striking guys out.
Yeah.
And with high strikeouts comes high fielding percentage. So, and if you look at us right now, we're second in the league in Pac-12 fielding. So, and we can really field, by the way, you've seen us play. But with Brown, McKeon, and then Hainline, Russell, and McGee, our catching. It's really good. So anyways, I appreciate you asking about that, because our coaching staff, we've got 29 wins, and for the fans, you hope you bust out and you've got 18 wins this year. But if you look at, in conference play, and Stanford's got 20-21, and it's such a long league. But, if you look at us and it's 9, then it's 26, and then it's 27, and now it's 29, we continue to ascend. And so I just really proud of our coaches, proud of Cougs. He's had, the last couple weeks have been a grind, but at the same time, here comes Shane Spencer, here's Hawkins. So we're still right in the thick of it, and he's doing that. You got Jake. Jake busted onto the scene in like July, and we really needed like 4 or 5 pieces in the portal. Jake's a Vancouver guy, a family guy, lives literally 5 houses down from me around the corner. But, Jake entered in from Portland, and it's high energy. If you've been to a Coug game, you're probably going to notice Jake.
He's got a great personality.
It's very loud and in a good way. He's got high energy, and you can count on it every day. So really proud of Jake, and really happy that he is here. But he has done a tremendous job. If you look at what we did in the portal in a short time with Jake, with Sammy Brown or McGee or Harvey or Fuchs. I mean, these are guys that all busted in the portal, and we got those guys, including Jonah Advincula, maybe the best player on the field in terms of athletics. So he did that in a month. And those are the things that we actually require or needed, and he went out and did it. So just so happy that Jake's entered the family.
I always joke that right now in college athletics, you've got to be a unique personality to be a recruiting coordinator for a team. Like Jake Valentine has the personality, I would think, that would be a recruiting coordinator, but it's a wild time right now.
Yeah, and it's a wild time for all of us in terms of just the game has changed. I'm a lot of times a general manager.
Right. I've heard that from
well,
other
in a
folks.
sense,
Yeah.
Because with portal and NIL, your rosters are really year to year, so you have to manage personalities even more so than we've ever done before. So with Cougs and what he has done, and then with Jay coming in, and Nudie pitched for us, Bryson played for us at New Mexico State, now our ops guy, and then Bell, watching David Bellamy, our first base coach, kind of climb and just to develop underneath us. The guy's a grinder. Mm-hmm. So anyways, I appreciate you asking that, but we got a great staff, and for the fans, our guys are dialed and are very, very, very committed to what they do.
Do you think that, for Cougs and Valentine and Bellamy, what you need to deal with as like you said, kind of this, I don't want to say above the fray, because I know you're in it, because I know you were traveling around going to see kids and talking to kids, and you're doing what you need to do and all this. It doesn't, if I may put you on the spot in a little bit for baseball, this feels like it has not fully formed in whatever college athletics is going to be. This is, if not a pit stop, part of the evolution of where it's
it's close. I think we need to really pay attention to just where we're going, and I think if we're not paying attention to NIL, and we're not, I'm not complaining about it, none of that. But I think it's really important to pay attention to where the landscape is going, because, at the end of the day, what do we want to do? We want to go to Omaha, and it's not just about being competitive. So I think you have to pay attention to that. I think you have to pay attention to the portal. And then I think you also have to pay attention to in Pullman development, and that piece cannot change, and that is so important. So for me, top of mind, get great teachers, get great energy officers. Anthony is a great teacher. Bellamy is a tremendous teacher. Jake is a tremendous energy officer. Those are really important, for us to keep the culture of how we want to go as a program. So, and then obviously you got to recruit really well. You can't miss in Pullman. You can't miss, because and people have to like it here. So we're very, I'll tell you a story, maybe to the fans too, but when I first got here, we were sending out videos of us practicing in the snow. Mm-hmm. And even Bobby's back there, and Bobby's like, "Hey, Coach, do you want to show this?"
Yeah.
Like, well, it does snow here, and I think we're going to need the people who actually like it and aren't worried about it.
Right.
And we remember those conversations. And but
Bobby was just upset to be on the snow. That's the big. Bobby
wants to play golf.
A little bit soft.
Yeah, we know that.
Nice guy, but
he's You know what? I'm not going to bank Bobby. That's not fair.
Oh,
Chaz,
no, you would never. No.
He's a 909 alum. We're together on this.
Yeah.
But there's a formula for us that we really try to hit. And anyways, proud of the coaching staff. Again, another great season. But it's never good enough. We understand that. We get it. And we want to charge towards 32, 33, and let's get to the tournament and make a run. And we understand that, and that's what we want.
Speaking of which, and to be clear, there is a set scenario or version of a bunch of scenarios that put you in Scottsdale, and there's a bunch of them. They're really hard to communicate. There's a lot of different ways. I don't want to just assume. I don't want to get past Stanford. I'm excited for the Pac journey, though.
No, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, just win a series against Stanford.
Right.
Win a series, we're in.
Then you're good.
Done.
Right.
That's we're going.
The long shot.
Yeah. End of story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scenarios. I mean, can we get swept and get in? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
But that's just not even. That's just for our kids and what we will communicate to our team tomorrow. Just win the series. Win the series. We're going to Scottsdale.
Right.
Go to Scottsdale. Make a run. Let's see what happens. But you make a run against Stanford with where they are with the RPI. Things can get really, really turned in a hurry.
Yeah, shoot.
And the conversations around Pullman can change very quickly about our program. But at the end of the day, it's a winning season again, and we're excited about it. We're right in contention. We're a game behind UCLA, and let's win a series against Stanford.
It's time for Golf Coug fans. Buy one bucket of range balls and get another bucket of balls for free, plus 10% off golf shop merchandise. Redeemed by mentioning Cougar Baseball at Palouse Ridge Golf Club through June 1st. We'll take a break, come back, continue talking ball here with the skipper next.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
Cougar Baseball lives here on the Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Boost Collaborative is a proud sponsor of Cougar Baseball and is a proud supporter of people with disabilities on the Palouse. For over 50 years, Boost Collaborative has been here to help families and their toddlers meet developmental milestones. For youth and adults, Boost provides job placement, on-the-job training, and follow-along supports. Now you can play a part in Boost's success through your donations and purchases at Palouse Treasures Thrift Store in Pullman. Boost Collaborative, empowering people with disabilities on the Palouse. Go Cougs!
This is Cougar Baseball.
Fastball strike three. A three-pitch K for Hawkins. Back to the scoreboard. It is long gone. McKeon gives it a ride.
Join us all conference season as Brian Green and the Cougs look to make more noise in the Pac-12.
Backhand stab by Russell. Sidearm to second for one. The turn to first. Double play.
Follow along all spring on your home for Cougar Baseball. The Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Here live at Zeppo's talking ball with the skipper Brian Green as we get set for the Cougs against the Cardinal here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You mentioned that Stanford's kind of announced their rotation. Have you as well? Have the Cougs, or is that?
We have not,
okay.
But
right.
yeah, we're still probably just tomorrow morning. But we
or Thursday evening. Maybe,
but no, we'll be respectful of Stanford. But they'll TBA, and then the best guy in the league will go on Friday. They didn't shorten him up, and then Saturday he'll have that. But it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. So as soon as Saturday's done, where's the tournament?
Right.
For us, we've got our flights booked on Sunday, so let's go to work, and we'll practice on Monday and play on Tuesday. That's the plan. So let's execute.
3 games a day. It's at 10 o'clock, at 2:30, and then like at 7:15 in Scottsdale, something like that. 7:15, I think. 10 a.m. first pitch is early.
Yeah, and we'll probably be there. Or we're at least planning on being there in terms of where we are. So, but Chaz, like with our kids, like tomorrow, we'll have a good practice. But the messaging is going to be, hey, we've got to get after it this weekend.
Oh yeah, no, right.
You know, and I know, but for the fans, yeah, I mean, there's 4 teams with a heartbeat, and not a heartbeat, like a solid beating pulse.
Well, that's the craziest part about this.
It's insane.
There's two spots you're looking for.
No,
4 teams to 2 spots.
To the fans, it's UCLA.
Right.
Let me just repeat this again for Coug baseball fans, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
The final spots in the Pac-12 this year right now are UCLA, Washington State, Arizona, Cal, and then Utah.
Right.
And UCLA is above us. We beat them. Arizona's below us. We beat them. Cal's below us. We beat them.
Right.
So our kids are cranking. And so, I'm not promoting I'm promoting our kids. We've gotten after it this year, and this is an opportunity for us to come out and get rowdy against Stanford, the best team in the league. But it's on. So, but it's just in terms of where the Pac-12 is and how competitive it is. UCLA, Arizona, Cal, and Washington State for the final 2 spots.
How many at-large bids do you think right now? 5, 6? Is it 5?
I think it's 6. It
Yeah.
could even be 7, seeing how the tournament goes, because our league is so strong, our RPI is so strong. You know, we have. If you look at the talking points of Pac-12 baseball this year, we are the top third. We are there's a 1, a 2, a 3. Obviously, everybody knows if you're a baseball fan in college baseball that it's the SEC. But after that, it's either ACC or Big 12. Typically this year it's ACC, and then the Pac-12 is third.
Right.
Just in terms of non-conference winning, conference winning, conference RPI. If you look at everything, the Pac-12 right now has a tremendous resume, and as it should. You know, when the University of Arizona is your number 10 team in the league, or 9,
wild.
It's a pretty good league.
Yeah. It's in that regard, it's not that the league is tight that's so shocking, but like how it's tight. You know?
Yeah, it's how it's tight.
Yeah.
Nobody's running away. I guess Stanford has run away in theory, but it's 20 wins is an impressive, and after that it's 16. We're at 10 or 11. So, anyways, great league.
Yeah, it's really, really deep this year.
Yeah, you got to show up.
Yeah. Also, the overall win totals are even closer than the league win totals.
Cougs are at 29.
Yeah.
Stanford's at 34. They're the best in the league. Oregon State's at 36.
Yeah.
They're number 1. So, we want to hit that 30-win mark. That's important for the program. That says that, especially in Pullman, you get 56 games. You don't get them in Pullman. You typically get 52 because of the weather and the travel. It's hard. So if you're touching 30 wins with a 52-game schedule, you got a pretty good season, and we got a chance to do that, and that's motivating for all of us.
They changed the Pac-12 tourney format last year to this year. Last year there were 8 teams.
Now it's 9.
Yeah. To what degree did coaches have input in that?
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked, because at the end of the day, if you're a fan, next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, typically the Pac-12 has not had a conference tournament.
Right.
So you turn on college baseball and you want to watch college baseball, and you've got the SEC and the ACC, and you've got whoever else is playing a conference tournament,
right,
and you're watching it, and then the Pac-12 is sitting home just eating popcorn and running at the beach or whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
So the absolute reason for the tournament is to get another team into the conference tournament, the NC2As.
Right.
So the best way that the conference came up with was to get another team into the regionals. And this conference deserves to have that, was to have a 3-team, 3-pool tournament. So there's 9 teams. So based on seeding, you'll either be in pool 1, 2, or 3. And when you get through that after 3 days, there'll be 4 teams left, and you'll play for the Pac-12 Conference Championship. The thinking was very clearly, if you're in the top 4 in the league, regular season, you're a lock, probably 5. And now let's work on 6 or 7 if you can make a run in the tournament. If you can do that, maybe we get another team in. Because the Pac-12 has been getting in 4 teams, maybe 5 at the most, and that's not right.
The league's too good for that.
The league's too good. When the SEC is getting in 12,
right,
11, that ain't right. Because our league, again, Arizona is ranked, or they're in 9th place in the league. We're in 8th. UCLA's in 7th. Cal, who has some of the more Cal's like a top 10 program that has sent more guys to the big leagues than anyone in the country.
They have tons of talent. Yeah,
tons of talent.
Tons of talent. Yeah,
so, anyways,
yeah.
that's just So, anyways, the conference adjusted. So 19 tournament in Scottsdale, and we want to get in it. End of story. We got to win 2 at Stanford, or at home against Stanford. Win 1 maybe, win 2 we're in.
Boost Collaborative, proud partner of Coug Athletics, empowering people with disabilities on the Palouse. Go Cougs. We'll take a break, come back. We're talking ball here with Skip. Yeah, go Cougs. Take a break. Cougs and Cardinal coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
This is Jay Miller, and you're listening to Cougar Baseball on the Washington State Sports Network.
There's always time for the drive-thru deal. Because no matter how fast you are at making breakfast, McDonald's is faster.
Nothing fits your morning routine like your favorite breakfast. From a sausage McMuffin to a sausage burrito to those crisp, flaky, fluffy hash browns. Mix and match every day with buy one, get one for $1. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Carbon monoxide detectors save lives. Because if kerosene, propane, natural gas, or wood isn't burned properly, dangerous carbon monoxide may result. And it can build up indoors without you knowing, as it's invisible and odorless. So protect yourself by installing UHL-approved carbon monoxide detectors. If carbon monoxide is present, the detector will alert everyone to get out of the house, where you can safely call 911 for help. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
Back at it here at Zeppos. We're talking ball with the skipper, Brian Green, as we get set for the Stanford Cardinal. So the Cardinal are coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it is a night game on Thursday and then 2 afternoon pitches on Friday and then on Saturday. So it's a 7 p.m. on Thursday, 3 p.m. on Friday, and a noon on Saturday. And that Saturday home game is the last regular season game of the year. The Pac tourney starts on Tuesday the following week. And to Skip's point, the goal is to play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the bracket shaves off to 4 teams on Friday, and then the championship games on Saturday. So if you win the Pac tournament, you play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right? That's the goal. You want to be there all week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's that pool play that the skipper mentioned. So it's 3 different 3-team pools that are playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to try to figure out who the top 4 teams are. There's a winner of each pool, and then there's a wild card team that will win based on seeding, and then I think some tiebreakers. I think seeding is really the final tiebreaker.
Yeah, seeding is the final. So, but just in terms of getting there, like just for all the Coug fans right now, we hate Cal and Arizona. So if we can send any negative vibes towards Cal and Arizona this weekend, that'll get us there. But no, we've got a tough test this weekend. But it's cool that here we are in the final weekend. We're in it. And win a series, and we're probably in the tournament. So we win a series, we're in the tournament. So that end of story. Win one, and we might be in. Right. But no, it's exciting, and we want to be a part of it.
And this was the point of the tournament too, is to make this weekend
a big deal.
Make it important, right?
Yeah.
And for the whole league, right? And you've got, like you said, 4 teams for 2 spots, UCLA included, Arizona, the Cougs, right? So they're all fighting for these final 2 spots. 2 teams aren't going to get in. Utah has 8 wins. They're at the bottom of the league right now. And then after that,
Yeah, and Utah can still get in. Right. There's still scenarios there. And I talked to Coach Savage today for, 30 minutes, and he's at UCLA. And, we were talking about that. But I was with Coach for 5 years, and I mean, he's a mentor, but he's talking about, okay, what's the scenarios? And he's ahead of us with 11 wins,
right.
And we're all thinking about it. We want to get there. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and the scenarios are wild and vast. They're muddy as can be.
Yeah.
To be honest, tournament scenarios, the formats are a little bit different. At UCLA, there was no tournament.
No.
But you did it in Hoover with Kentucky.
Yeah.
So you do have a lot of experience in postseason play.
We did 3 in a row at Kentucky when I was an assistant. We got to the semifinals in one of those years, and what a ride. I mean, it's
it
so
still blows my
fun.
mind. You know who was doing those games? It's so
I know.
I know. I love it.
And why weren't you paying attention to the offensive coach for the?
I was. That's what
Wildcats.
Everybody was talking about. It's when it all came together, and I realized you were who you are, and you're going to be here. I'm going. Wait a minute. You were the guy in Hoover everybody was talking about because everyone's looking at Kentucky's offense, going, SEC baseball. It's LSU. It's Florida lately, right? It's Mississippi State have been really, really good. It wasn't historically Kentucky, and it wasn't.
No,
if it was Kentucky, it wasn't Kentucky's offense.
It was fun. We had a good run.
Yeah, it was great.
We had Cousineau and AJ Reed won the Golden Spikes, and that was a fun time. Those last 3 years at Kentucky, we hit the baseball and stole some bases, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, your 8 and 9 hole hitters were hitting like 340 with 10 homers.
They made us all look really smart.
It was great.
Yeah, Coach Mohannan recruited, and we were pretty good.
It was really fun. So part of why I bring that up also in the context of postseason tournament play. How different is it? What do you have to do differently?
It's a lot different. Okay. And it really comes down to your how much length do you have? For us, we're not very lengthy on the mound. We do have some matchups that we can play offensively, which we certainly are playing as of right now. But you have to understand that it's about surviving advance. So when you go into a game, just like Sunday, the coaching staff spent an hour and a half talking about the 4 or 5 scenarios on Sunday at Cal. Spencer gives us 3. Who are we going with? Spencer gives us 1. Who are we going with? If we're up 3 in the 4th, who's the guy? And literally that takes a staff to talk about that because in that survive and advance mentality, you got to get it right.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Did you? Who had the Spencer gives us 7 scenario?
0. Yeah, no, and I'm good with compliance in saying this, but in jest, as we went through the handshake line, I think Coach Valentine was the first one. I said, I don't bet, but if I was a betting man, I probably would have lost a lot of money today.
Wouldn't have expected that. Wouldn't have expected the 7 from.
But what an effort.
Great story.
Awesome.
It's really good. Let's take our final break, and then we'll put a bow on it next. It's the Cougs against the Cardinal coming up Thursday night, 7 o'clock.
Boost Collaborative is a proud sponsor of Cougar Baseball and is a proud supporter of people with disabilities on the Palouse. For over 50 years, Boost Collaborative has been here to help families and their toddlers meet developmental milestones. For youth and adults, Boost provides job placement, on-the-job training, and follow-along supports. Now you can play a part in Boost's success through your donations and purchases at Palouse Treasures Thrift Store in Pullman. Boost Collaborative, empowering people with disabilities on the Palouse. Go Cougs!
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Your home for Cougar baseball.
He looks up and it's gone. 2-run, 2-out homer.
The Washington State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Coug fans! Can't decide what to do with your late-night weekends? Why not Cosmic Bowling? Every Friday and Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. is Cosmic Bowling at Zeppo's. At a price designed with everyone in mind, we are your destination for music, disco lights, and of course, bowling. Can't join us on the weekends? Zeppo's is the place to be for all ages every day of the week. With bowling, food, and drink specials, we offer prices that won't break the budget. You can even reserve your lane in advance with online reservations at Zeppos.com. When looking for fun in Pullman, look no further than Zeppo's.
Your one stop for all college sports is the Varsity app and the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com. Keep up with your favorite teams and the rest of college sports, no matter where you are, with thevarsitynetwork.com. Live and on-demand broadcasts, your favorite college-centric podcasts, with stories and video around college sports and your favorite teams. Be sure to download the Varsity app and check out the brand new Varsity Network website, thevarsitynetwork.com.
Back at it live here at Zeppo's Talking Ball. Final segment of this show. Final segment of the final show of the broadcast here at Zeppo's. So, well, we'll talk about that. We got to throw a headset on to talk about it, and then we can talk about it on the record. Say it again. Say it again, Skip.
Suppose, hey, we go to the tournament and do some noise, and next thing you know, we're in the regionals. I think we need another show.
I mean, I don't know who's saying no to that. Yeah,
no,
that sounds great to me.
Do that.
I love that.
Let's go.
Yeah, so maybe this isn't the final segment of the final show. I love the possibilities there. So we can
make a run.
We can let that rip. Yeah,
it's in front of us.
For sure. Yeah,
as the rest of the league.
Well, yeah. Listen, if you score what 7 or 8 on average, on average, right, which is what the deal has been. It's been a little bit up and down, but if you're going to get Shane Spencer starts and Dakota Hawkins doing what he's doing, and maybe Taylor finds himself into the 5th and 6th feeling okay, right? Then listen, that's what
game on.
Yeah.
Right? Game on.
Sam Brown's hitting .385. We've not talked a ton about the offense right now. Sam Brown's hitting .385 coming into this last weekend of the year. 10 homers, 54 runs driven in. Hainline with 10 homers. You got Advincula .360 with how many stolen bases now? 23. In 25 attempts. It has been a very offensive year in total, full picture, for some newcomers on this team. Brown and Vincula has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been fun. They're a competitive group. Sammy's he's a real goofball. And
is he?
Yeah, he's a real goofball. No, but Sammy Brown. And Jake told me that in the summer. He's like, "You're gonna love this guy."
Yeah.
And I had worked with Jake, and
they were together in Portland.
They were together in Portland,
yeah.
and he's turned. Sammy had .240 at Portland last year.
Amazing.
But he's better than that, and his offensive approach is dialed. He's really smart. He's a pro.
Yeah.
He understands hitting. He pays attention. He knows when to sit soft. He knows when to sit hard. He's tough, and he takes practice very seriously. So, been a great player. You throw Jonah in there, just an elite athlete, but an elite competitor. Not afraid to fail in practice, loves the process. He's a funny kid to watch. I mean, I've told our players this, but Jonah Vincula will take some of the worst batting practices of our team. And I say that because he's willing to work the process. He has no fear of any type of failure because I just want to be good during the game. So he's like, if I need to hit it right here, I'm going to try to really perfect that, for 15 swings in batting practice, or if I need to hit it out here. So he's fun to watch. McKeon, again, what a pro. Just putting together another great year. Just so proud of J-Mac. I mean, just the guy's he's everything you want about Washington State baseball.
Somehow it's been a quiet 337.
Yeah, no, it's quiet because you've got, Sammy's loud and how he goes about his business, and Jonah's loud because he's so athletic. But those first 3 guys, between J-Mac and Sammy and Jonah, and they're all hitting in the first inning, you're going to make that pitcher's going to have to work. And then you got McGee and you got Hainline and Russell, and we got a lot of guys who are doing really good things, and just really, really proud of our team. I love coaching this team. This team deserves to go to the postseason, but deserve has nothing to do with it. You got to perform. But in a humanistic sense, this team deserves to go to the postseason because they work really hard and they really care about Washington State.
He's been a little bit banged up. He's a newcomer, but Jake Harvey's hitting .308.
That guy's a sicko. Yeah. I mean, he's just a grinder.
Yeah.
We had heard in the recruiting process that Harvey was all about the right things. He's from Washington. And I'm really happy for Harv that he's ended his career the way that he should, hitting over 300, being a legitimate. I mean, he's another coach on the field.
Is he?
Yeah, and so when people think about, when you look at our season this year, when we had a little bit of a slide, Harv wasn't in there. And when you've got a guy who can take an HBP, stolen base, take the extra base, put the bunt down, put the squeeze down, play great defense, and be another coach on the field as a communicator, we missed him, but and he's back, and just so proud of him. What a great finish to a career.
What's been an evolution is the stolen bases. You're second in the pack right now in stolen bases. That's different.
Yeah, typically, when you run a lot, you're not very good.
Is that right?
In our league, it's kind of been that way.
Why is that?
Well, because you don't have any power and you can't score, so you got to run and hopefully you can get a score on a single. But this is a pretty athletic team, and Coach Valentine has run the offense for the last 5-6 weeks, and I felt like that would be the best thing for us. He's got a good feel for the running game, but our guys have really caught on to that. We've been athletic all year, but we've really caught on to running. And we've, you're talking about Jonah, you're talking about Harv, you're talking about Russell. McKeon's a smart base runner. Fuchs is a smart base runner. We have some older guys who are instinctual, and we've been able to take advantage of that on the bases, and it's helped us.
Yeah, you're second in the league in doubles, so it's not like you can't hit.
No, we can hit.
Yeah.
No, we can certainly hit. We need to score more runs, but it's never good enough, and I love our club. They play hard, they practice hard, and I really want to see it finish well for us.
Well, listen, this is potentially, hopefully not, based on what you just proposed here, but potentially the last couple of minutes for the last show. And we've been here at Zeppos since Jake Dickerton football season through with Kyle Smith. And I want to give a huge thanks to Zeppos.
Yeah, this is great.
Chris Nash, who's here, and we talked to Chris, and not just Chris, but everybody Chris works with. Zeppos is the best.
It's really good.
They take the best care of us, and we love them.
And the onion rings are really good.
They're fantastic.
Yeah,
they're great onion rings.
Yeah, they're really good.
And for all these loving, friendly, familiar faces here that we see every single week, you guys are the best. And it's so great to see you, and great service,
guys.
But great fans, the Cougs who are here. And Jared Prengruber, our man behind the camera, I always give him a little shout-out at the end of the year. He does so much work to get this done. And Jerry Kylo gets us on the air every time. There's never an issue. We never have an issue with Jerry Kylo here. Huge thanks to Zach back in the studio for all those guys. And to you, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, buddy.
thanks, Jazz.
Really appreciate it.
Great year.
Go Cougs.
Let's go. Let's finish
Cougs.
it up.
All right, Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Thank you, guys.
6:45
Go Cougs.
airtime. Go Cougs.